I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and they told me, and I told her actually about how I was dreading a trip that I have to take in about a month, how
Mm.
much it would affect my schedule and things like that. And she then asked me a very important question. She said, "Do you have to be there? Since the event is not even about you, why
Mm.
are you stressing so much about it?
Mm.
Just get them a gift or something, right?"
Yeah. Yeah.
And my response to her was,
Mhm.
there's something called the gift of presence
Mm.
that is sometimes more than whatever gift money can buy.
Mm.
The power of the difference that your presence can make in a person's life. I
Mm.
remember one day my son was part of a school recital that I didn't know anything about. And the morning of that event, as I dropped him off at school, his teacher waved at me and said, "Bye, we'll see you later today at the recital." And I turned around immediately and I said, "What recital?" And she went ahead to give me, and she went ahead to give me more information,
A typical father.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what? Wait, what are you talking about? So she gave me more information. She told me how a lot of fathers will be there, etc. And I was like, wow.
Okay.
And so I told her, no one informed me about this recital. And if you did, I didn't know. I didn't
I
get any
didn't know about
information
it.
or
And if
anything
they
like that.
and if they remind me, I
I
probably
probably
forgot.
forgot. you know, and I was telling her, and I was like, "Hey, listen, I have a very important meeting today at the office around the same time that you guys are planning for this to start this recital." And she said, "Oh, no worries. We'll just put him in the back so he wouldn't know if I was there or not." Oof. When she said that, man,
My shit, man.
I was like, why? Now, why would you
That
say
is
that?
the wrong.
Why would you say that? Like, come on, man. Come on. Like, the insensitivity to
Yeah,
make a
man.
statement like that, bro. Like,
Nah,
you
can't.
come
You
on.
can't say
Come
that.
on.
No.
So as I was leaving, I was wrestling in
It's
my heart with that
it's my
statement.
son you're talking about.
Exactly. Talking about we'll put him in the back so he wouldn't know you were there. What? Lady, stop it.
But then again, you see some fathers
play
be
too
like,
much.
"Oh yeah, that's fine, that's fine,
You're right.
that's
You're
fine.
right.
Thank you.
You're right. Help me hide it. Help me put him in the back so he doesn't see me. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Not everybody will have the same reaction like I did.
Oh,
You're absolutely right. So as I was leaving, though, I wrestled in my heart with that statement, and I began to see how I can switch some things around on my schedule so I can make it to that recital. Long story short, I canceled the very important meeting, and I quickly left the office to head out to his school. By the time I got to the school, they had already started, and he was already on the stage singing with the rest of his team. And sure enough,
He
this
was in the back.
this evil of a teacher
Come on.
put him in the back for real. I'm like, man, you can't be serious. So I walked into the auditorium and I can see my son like stretching his neck because he's tall, right? So he's tall, much taller than the majority of his classmate. So he's still stretching his neck, looking out for me, and you can kind of see the sadness and the disappointment almost on his face, seeing all the fathers in the room except his own dad. And I could see him waving, but he couldn't see me because I came in and I'm still like, there's a whole bunch of people in front of me. So I'm like, just in the corner somewhere. So I saw him looking at me and I waved at him from the back that I was standing. And I waved at him from the back where I was standing. And you should just see the smile on his face.
Wow.
And all of a sudden, he was the loudest on the stage.
Wow.
He knew the song. He knew the dance. They had to move him to the front.
Wow.
Because it was one of the ones who actually knew the song. Everybody else was just playing and messing around. And he knew the formation more than the rest of the group. So they moved him to the front. And bro,
and this is the person they wanted to keep in the back.
Exactly. And my boy was just glowing. He was just super happy. As soon as they finished, he ran off the stage and gave me a tight hug. And he was like, honestly, it was the best feeling ever for me. Like never mind the meeting that I just missed. Never mind all of that, because another meeting will come, another opportunity will come, another money will come. Like, but what that absence would have done to him, the self-confidence that would have been shattered, it only gets broken more and more. It only gets worse more and more the more you don't show up to things that he deems important to him, even if it's not important to me.
And I like that part, because as we grow older, what is important changes. At that point in time, what was important to you was the meeting.
Yeah.
At that point in time, what was important to him was that recital.
Yeah.
And if you did not acknowledge his importance to that recital and cancel the meeting, then you could have easily said, well, this is a meeting. I have to pay the bills and this and that or whatnot.
Yeah.
But then, like you rightfully said, more meetings will come by God's grace. More blessings and all that. Those kind of moments for him may never, come back.
And they do remember this things. Funny enough,
they remember.
No, they
remember
do.
this thing.
Yes.
They
They
do.
remember.
Because
They remember.
I still remember some few things when I was younger that I wish my part I would have done a little better. So you remember those things. No matter how old you get, you have flashbacks.
Absolutely. And this is what we call the gift of presence. That it doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter how much excuses you can come up with. Just showing up alone is enough gift in and of itself.